porn star retires after a shaving accident. Damn. Manscaped. Everybody, welcome our new friend to the channel. We're sponsored by Manscaped. They want everybody's man parts to look nice and trim and clean, but they don't want you to go through collateral damage to get there. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the website, manscaped.com, and check out the Perfect Package 3.0. First of all, it's perfect. Second, it comes with the Lawnmower 3.0, a waterproof cordless body trimmer that features a ceramic blade and advanced skin-safe technology pioneered by Manscaped. When you trim the hedges, the tree stands a little taller. So not only do you stay clean, but you get to impress the people that you're inviting to your man parts. With the purchase of either the Perfect Package or the Performance Package, you get 2 free gifts. One is a Shed travel bag, which is a fly little bag valued at $39 that you get for free, and the patented high performance reduced chafing Manscaped boxers. I have already graduated them up to my lucky draws. And on top of all that value, I want to save you an additional 20% and free shipping with my promo code VOCH. How does it work? You go to manscaped.com, you make a purchase. It could be the Performance Package, it could be the Perfect Package. You get to the checkout, you see promo VOCH, VOCH, to save you 20% and free shipping. It could be for anybody. You can get this for the man in your life, graduates, Father's Day, whatever it is that you want to do. Grooming is universal. It's the new way of the world. It's 2020. If you still got bush, you are wrong, and Manscaped will help you with that. Okay? Manscaped.com. Appreciate you. People. What's happening? It's Voch Lombardi, and we've made a handful of moves in free agency. I kind of wanted to bunch a couple of these guys together. I didn't want to do a 15-minute film session with just one of these guys because I feel like I ain't got 15 minutes of things to say about any of them. But I'm very excited about 2 of these guys, right? I'm very excited about what we're getting from one, the upside of the other, and one, Now I'm going to talk about 3. Let's talk about all 4, but I'm really showing film on 3 because I took a look at Ty Nsekhe earlier, and he was cool. He was about what Cam Irving was. What I think the Cowboys did with these picks. Matter of fact, let me just run some film now, and I'll have like a bigger conversation at the end of this thing. So be sure to be tuned in for that. Carlos Watkins is number 91 right here. Carlos Watkins from the Texans. Now, what I think the Cowboys did is I think they addressed the depth positions in where guys would be missing, and a lot of you are going to look at a situation about depth guys and be like, well, Voch, who cares about depth guys? How are we going to fix our defense? But to be fair, our depth guys on D-line is a lot of what was bad about our defense, right? Think about this. Like, if D-Law is on the field, he's one of the highest rated run defenders in the league. When D-Law comes off the field, Dorrance Armstrong comes out there. That's a problem. You know what I mean? So, and we all notice that when D-Law is on the field, they don't run to his side. When he's not out there, they run right straight to his side. So I think what the Cowboys are doing is they're putting themselves in positions to where they're making sure that their depth guys are relatively solid. We're not going to make big sexy picks here in this damn market of ours, right? In this stock market. I've been calling this stock market because a lot of y'all impatient, and if you in the stock market, get your money out of there. Like, I don't want to hear about no Voch, I'm buying some Bitcoin, because if you impatient, you're going to lose your money. This is me helping you out right now. Like, if you walk into this thing impatient, you're going to lose. And I can kind of appreciate what the Jones are doing, man. Just kind of hang tight, because free agency is a mixture of expensive young people and old cats that, old cats that you really shouldn't put, too much big faith in. Like even big names like Richard Sherman, you just can't put big faith in them. You know what I mean? Anyway. Carlos Watkins, number 91, right? So he's a guy that can play inside and outside. And every single player on this list, I'm going to comment on how the team that they came from played them, and then I'm going to contrast it to what the Cowboys are possibly going to do with them. Carlos Watkins is a guy that played defensive end and some 3-tech for the Texans there. I think he's going to do a lot of 1-tech stuff in Dallas. He's like 300 pounds, dude. And I think we're going to move towards a more penetrating hitting front line opposed to the two gapping deal that Mike Nolan just tried to pull off in 6 months, and he got pushed off a bridge and assassinated for it. I think Dan Quinn is going to be more of an attack mode type of guy. And if you look at how Carlos Watkins is built, he's more so of what an attacking one tech would look like. You know what I mean? I don't think we have problems at three tech necessarily. I think Neville Gallimore and Tristan Hill will do just fine with that. But Carlos Watkins is he's a guy that's probably going to get some three tech snaps. But I can see him playing this attacking one tech role, and he's replacing what's our man's I don't even know his name. Eli Unco. You know what I'm saying? The cat that we got from the Texans actually. Last year, kind of in the middle of the season, we traded the 5th round pick, 7th round pick, whichever pick it was. We gave it up to go get him. I don't think he's coming back next year. So I think Carlos Watkins is going to be a replacement for him. Now, we can have a conversation about Terrell Basham. Now, first of all, this is what I want y'all to do. In the chat box right now, in the comment section right now, I'm asking, do you trust Voch? You could put yes or no, and we'll go from there. If you don't trust Voch, that's fine. I ain't making you trust me, right? But Voch has been draft dude longer than he's been Cowboy dude. Let me just kind of play this for you. He's number 93. He's always a outside linebacker stand-up dude. He's on the jet side, right? Carlos Basham. So Voch was a fan, Terrell Basham. Carlos Basham is like his cousin that played for Wake Forest is being drafted this year. Terrell Basham played at Ohio, right? And I was watching, not Ohio State, but just regular ass Green, Ohio, right? University of Ohio. I remember watching Terrell Basham, and I was always like, man, this dude is going to go to some 4-3 team, and he's going to be nice, you know what I mean? But he went to the Jets, and the Jets tried to make him stand up. I don't foresee Terrell Basham being that kind of guy, right? I know Cowboy fans like to use recent examples when they talk about, stories of like player success. Think about like Shaq Barrett. When Shaq Barrett was in Denver, they wasn't using him right. Shaq Barrett gets in a situation in Tampa Bay, he could just kind of lead the league in sacks for 2 years. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Terrell Basham is going to be that guy, but when I was watching film on Terrell Basham at regular ass Ohio, not Ohio State, Terrell Basham was always a guy that was a hand in the dirt, super effort, I got pass rush moves and hand nuance guy. Right? All of a sudden, they make him stand up. They put him at linebacker, and he just doesn't work all of a sudden, right? Now, the Cowboys were scouting Basham. I believe he was in the 2017 draft from regular ass Ohio. I think the Cowboys were scouting Basham, and they liked him. I also liked Basham. Basham was like a 2nd round pick to me. Basham, he had worked his way up my draft board. You just see him making a hustle play right there. So in my mind, if he comes to Dallas, he's not going to be a stand-up outside linebacker-y dude no more. He's going to be a dude with his hands in the dirt. He gets to go forward. He gets to attack, just like we talked about with Carlos Watkins. He's going to be a guy that's going to get upfield, give you effort, give you hand technique, and I think he's going to be better with his hands in the dirt than he was as a stand-up outside linebacker dude, right? If you just watch enough Terrell, I want to call him Carlos so bad because my mind's in draft mode. If you watch enough Terrell Basham, you see you just see flashes. You see flashes of an extraordinary player, but what you get mostly is inconsistencies. I think that comes from him trying to be like stand-up linebacker dude. I really don't think that's a good fit for him, especially in the run game. So in my mind, I think Terrell Basham is more so of an upside guy. I think you bring him in, you put him back with his hand in the dirt and see what he got. Now, who is he probably replacing? I think he's replacing Aldon Smith. Now, I'm currently, as we speak, as I'm editing this video, as y'all are watching it, I'm having arguments with people on my Twitter machine over at VOCHLOMBARDI on Twitter. People didn't. There's this one cat that didn't like that I compared him to a Aldon Smith. I'm not comparing him to Aldon Smith. I'm comparing him to an Aldon Smith like situation. What I'm saying is he's a dude that's going to come in, be a rotational defensive end, and get you single digit, single digit sack numbers, right? He's not a guy that's going to come in and tear it up, but he's not a guy that's going to come in and be terrible neat. That's crazy. Hold on, son. this rep is Basham is capable of this, and I don't want to make this seem like I'm hyping him up because I'm not hyping him up. He's not incredible or nothing like that, but I do think just you see these spurts. I think if he was in a better scheme situation, he'd be better. But the reason I was looking at it, right? I don't want us to overrate Aldon Smith. I don't want us to look at Aldon Smith and be like, oh, Aldon Smith is so fantastic. He da 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 da. Aldon Smith had 3 sacks versus a terrible Seattle Seahawks offensive line, and the rest of the year, Aldon Smith was just kind of just a whatever guy. So in 15 games, Aldon Smith had like a sack and a half, or just 2 sacks, or something like that. I don't want us out here overrating Aldon Smith just because, you know what I'm saying, just because he had a flashy little game, or just because, you know what I mean. I don't want us doing that. So what I think Terrell Basham is that when Randy Gregory comes off the field, I think Terrell. Yes, Terrell Basham. I keep wanting to call him Carlos. My bad. I think when Randy comes off the field, Terrell is a guy that can just hold it down for you and not be terrible when he's on the field. Who I'm most excited about is Brent Urban, number 92 right here. He's kind of going to be a defensive end, hybrid 3-tech kind of dude, like a Tyrone Crawford kind of guy. Now, I know y'all was sick of Tyrone Crawford, but I think that Tyrone Crawford's job still needed to be replaced or whatever. So just a guy that can play inside and outside that's going to predominantly be a run stopper for you. That's what I think is most important. I said a couple months ago, I was like, the Cowboys don't need stars, they need role players. And I do think that. I think with the right role players, the guys that you have already can be stars, right? Like if you get some extra D linemen that can help you stop the run, then you pass more. Then all of a sudden Randy Gregory gets more sacks. That's your star. Or, you put a bigger D lineman in front of your linebackers, then Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith can go back to that 2018 thing they was doing. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I mean by that. So you don't need extra stars to make, like you need your current stars to be made better by role players. So when I look at a guy like Brent Urban, who, if you look at his stats, I mean, they're not going to blow you away. I mean, he's not going to be a big sack guy, but the Cowboys just can't be giving up 200-yard games on the ground no more. That just can't be a thing. So what you do is you get these miscellaneous people that's good at stopping the run, and then when it's third down, you can run your Randy Gregory, Bradley, and DeMarcus Lawrence package out there. Do whatever you want. You can get creative. You can throw Terrell. You can throw Terrell Basham in there. Do what you want. Do what you want. Once again, man, I've always this defense ain't got to be like top 10 because the offense is going to be top 5. So if the offense is going to be top 3, honestly, if the offense is going to be top 3, I just need our defense to be not the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Like late teens is fine. And I think that if you just add some of these run stopping guys, late teens is basically what you're going to get. So, so let's see. Ty Nsekhe, the offensive lineman, he's solid. I think he's sort of an upgrade from Cam Fleming. Like a super upgrade, maybe not skill wise, but Cam Fleming being hurt made us start Terrence Steele. You know what I mean? Like it was part of his fault that we even saw Terrence Steele and Brandon Knight. So if he was more available, we wouldn't have to go through that. I think Ty Nsekhe is going to be a guy that's going to be available for us. So that automatically makes him better than Cam Urban, in my opinion. Carlos Watkins that we got from the Texans, he's another Eli Anko, in my opinion. Just a rotational defensive end guy. Anko was a bit heavier. He was more of a nose guy, but I think since we're changing defense, Watkins is going to be more of an attacking 1-tech kind of guy. So I'm not going to say that we upgraded there. I just say that we more so evened out. We evened out with Watkins, and Nsekhe is a little better than Cam Urban because he's available. Basham and Aldon Smith are basically the same dude to me. Like they're dudes that's coming from different schemes to come to our scheme to kind of see what's going to happen. Aldon came from Aldon came from the couch. Aldon came from a 3-4 couch. You know what I'm saying, to come run some of our stuff and like put his hand in the dirt. And it didn't necessarily fit him towards the end of the season, but the defense got better. And that just made me believe that Aldon probably won't be back. But Terrell Basham coming from a 3-4 from a 3-4 defense into a situation where he can put his hands in the dirt, I'm broadcasting that he'll get better. If y'all trust me as draft guy, I think Terrell Basham will be fine as a rotational defensive end dude. I think somebody's trying to push what's his face, Dorrance Armstrong off the bridge. I think that's possible there. And Brent Urban, you know what I mean? I think he's gonna be so pivotal so pivotal to what we do moving forward this season, because run stopping is just so important. And Cowboy fans like to you know, sit up and act like run stopping is just whatever. We need guys to get sacks. All right, all that sack shit is cute until the other team don't throw the ball because they running it so well. You know what I mean? So I definitely ain't trying to hear none of that nonsense. Like I said, you know, it's not going to be a big flashy free agency so far. That's what the Cowboys are known for. We don't do the flashy thing day one, but we'll probably rev that thing up next week, and we'll probably go up one more step the week after that. All right, I ain't got much more to say to y'all, man. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, and appreciate Manscaped for holding it down for us over here. Sponsor video and all that good stuff. Peace. Until next time, back in the draft mode I go.